Hello everybody and welcome back to Blue Jay Acres. My name is Noelle. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hopefully you decide to stick around, give a thumbs up, and hit that subscribe button. Alright, so today we are going to do Scratchmas Day 10. We're going to do 2 warm, cozy, delicious soups. They were a hit. They are so delicious and I hope you guys love them as much as we do. So let's go on and get started. Here are the 2 soups. Okay, so the first soup we're gonna make is a cheese tortellini soup. So we're gonna start off with a pound of, it calls for Italian sausage. I'm just using ground pork because I do not have any Italian sausage and I have ground pork I need to use up. Because I don't have any Italian sausage, I'm just gonna add a little bit of sage to that. And a little bit of crushed red pepper. That's about it. And then I'm just going to brown this in the pan. I'm also though going to add 1 diced onion and 2 stalks of celery, and you just want to chop those pretty small. I'm also going to add a little bit of salt, just help sweat the onions, and because I am using just unseasoned pork. If you haven't really worked with unseasoned pork instead of sausages, it needs salt. It doesn't have a lot of flavor. It's like cooking a pork chop without, any seasoning. I'm also going to go on and add some minced garlic, or you would add about 4 cloves of garlic if you are mincing it yourself. So yes, both of our recipes are calling for pork. However, if you don't want to use pork, you can make this with ground turkey or ground chicken to make it lighter, or you could use ground beef. Like I said, I just have some ground pork I need to use up, so that's what I'm using today for both of our recipes, but both of them could be made with something different, the different meat of choice. I'm going to also add then a couple tablespoons of flour. And we're going to cook that flour out of here. Take that raw flour taste, I should say, out. Sorry, I know it's getting dark. I was trying to do this before it got dark, but I have just been crazy busy trying to get stuff done around the house. This is a busy week for us. The girls had to go back to school today, to college. They got finals, so they'll be home again on Tuesday for good for the winter break. And they don't go back until the end of January. So I will love having them home for such a long time, and they're ready to be home. So next it calls for 4 cups of chicken broth. However, I am all out of chicken broth, so I am doing water. And then I have some of this Better Than Bouillon vegetable seasoning, and I am adding that. If you are new, I am big on just trying to use up what you have already in your house, and just swapping things out if needed when you don't have what you need. And now I'm going to add 2 cans of diced tomatoes. Now I am using this Italian style, but regular is fine too. whatever you have. I just thought that one sounded good in here, and I had that one. We're trying to get through all of our store-bought canned tomatoes before we break into our home canned tomatoes. And hopefully we continue to have good years and we don't have to buy store-bought tomatoes anymore. We hope. We're also going to add a little bit of Italian seasoning. And we're just going to bring this back up to a boil. Alright, this is starting to come to a boil. I'm going to let this just cook for just a few minutes, and then we're going to add our cheese tortellini. At this time, you also want to take a little taste and see, do you need to add any salt or pepper. No, I think that's pretty good. Alright, next I'm going to add my cheese tortellini. That's probably about 3 cups worth. And I'm just using this kind. So we're going to give that a stir, and we're going to let this cook for about 5 minutes. Right, next I'm going to add a couple cups of spinach. And a cup of whole milk, or you could use heavy cream or half and half. And we're going to stir this up. We're going to cook it about another 5 minutes. Alright, now this soup is done. I'm going to just turn this burner off and set this one aside, and we'll make our second soup, and then I will have Charles do a taste test. Okay, so next we're going to make an Italian wedding soup. So we're going to start off, I've got a pound of ground pork here. I'm going to add an egg to that. I'm going to add a little salt. A little pepper. A little breadcrumbs. A little Parmesan cheese, grated Parmesan cheese. And then I'm just going to mix this all together, and we're going to make these little meatballs. So if you want to add some parsley to this, you could add some fresh parsley or some dried parsley. I'll just mix this up. We're going to make little meatballs. To go in the soup. I just want to make sure you mix it really good. Alright, now we're ready to go back over to our pan. Alright, so in our pot, we are going to be browning these meatballs. I'm going to start with some olive oil in here. We're just gonna brown them because they're gonna finish cooking in the soup. So we're gonna let this heat up real quick. All right, then we're gonna take these and we just want little meatballs, just like that. We don't want them really, really big. And we're just gonna cook them up in a few little batches. I thought my pan was hot enough, but it's acting like it's not. I don't know what happened there. There it goes. I must have bumped it. Again, if you want to substitute out the pork for chicken, for turkey, for beef, for a mixture of beef and pork, however you want to make, whatever you would use to make your meatballs. Some people use veal, deer, whatever, or venison, whatever it is you like. Again, I'm just using what I've got and need to use that. Alright, that's probably enough for right now. I might get one more in there. Again, I am just browning them. So flip them over and brown them again on the other side. I'm not worried about them cooking all the way through, just getting brown. Overcrowded Montana hair. And I'm just going to spoon these out into this bowl. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more olive oil. And I will not put so many in this time. While that is finishing, I want to show you the pasta we're going to use with this, because these are just the tiniest little pastas, and that's what goes in Italian wedding soup. Alright, I'm going to get these next. Okay, and then all these bits, we want to keep all that in there. We're going to add our vegetables next. Just leave all this in here, and actually probably even a little more olive oil. A lot of olive oil tonight. To that, I've got 2 stalks of celery, a medium-sized onion, and some carrots, 1 large carrot. Then I'm going to add some salt and some pepper here. I'm just going to saute this. Again, this is going to call for chicken broth, but again, I don't have any, so I'm going to do the same thing that I did on the last soup. Use water and bouillon. We're just going to cook this for a few minutes. Hey baby, what do you want? Oh, baby. It's alright. Oh, okay. I want a picture. I'll buy one from you. Go make me a good one. Oh, they're $50? Dude, I ain't got $50. You better go ask Paul. $15? You better go ask your Paul. That's still pretty expensive. What are you saving money for?
Computer.
A computer? All right. Next, I'm going to add about 4 garlic cloves again, or a big spoon of minced garlic. We love garlic around here. We're going to cook that just for a few minutes because we don't want to burn the garlic. Then we're going to add 8 cups of, you would add, like I said, chicken broth, but I don't have chicken broth. So I'm just going to add some of this vegetable bouillon. Just a good heaping tablespoon, or a heaping spoon, because it's 8 cups. Alright, we're going to stir this. And we're going to add back in our meatballs because now they're going to cook in this soup as well. And we're also going to go on and add some some Italian seasoning. And again, just stir this. I'm going to bring this up to a boil. And I'm just going to let this cook for a few minutes. And then we're going to add our pasta. Alright, next I'm going to add the pasta, and that's just going to cook in here with the soup and the meatballs. Just be very gentle when you're stirring it so you don't break up your meatballs too much. Alright, now this is going good, and the pasta is almost done, so I'm going to go on and add in the spinach. And just gently kind of put it in there. And you can see the pasta is just this tiny little pasta, if you can see that. Kind of like couscous, but it's not. But it's like the size of a couscous. Then of course you want to just give it a taste, make sure you don't need to add any salt, pepper, anything like that. And that's it. That soup is done as well. Alright, and then the tortellini soup we're going to top with some freshly grated Parmesan cheese. And that's it, these are ready. So there's the Italian wedding soup and the tortellini. I'll get Charles. All right, Charles is gonna be a taste tester for you. Which one's first? Tortellini?
Tortellini, yep.
That's the one I think he's gonna like the best.
Off the burner the longest.
I know, he's nervous about being my taste tester tonight.
Because what they don't know is the magic of cameras.
Is that it's been sitting for a little bit?
For like 20 minutes.
I don't know about 20 minutes. That one probably has. Yeah, I told you, I thought you'd like that one.
And its temperature's just right.
It's very Italian. Both of these are very Italian. Italian is probably my least favorite food of all foods. But I still think both of them are really good.
I mean, it's really good. I just don't know how to describe it.
No, it's very Italian-y. Almost maybe like a lasagna soup.
Almost, yeah.
Maybe is kind of the closest I could get. I mean, it kind of has its own thing going on. And it's really good. That one is smoking. Did you get a meatball?
No.
Well, you might want to break that because that's going to be real hot. Just trying to help you get through the burn.
Flavor's really good.
To me, I would describe that one as being kind of like a chicken noodle soup, Italian style. Because it's got the meatballs instead of... But it's got that hearty homemade chicken noodle soup feel to it. Just a little bit with a Italian twist. For those wondering, that one is my favorite of the two. And his is probably the other one.
But I would eat them both.
Would you? Hey, you're growing.
Yes, I know.
Not there. All right.
Very good.
All right, you guys, that's going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. I hope all of you guys have a great day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.